Hey guys, the Lazy Index here, and today we're gonna have a complete breakdown and how to build your ship. I'm gonna try to show you how to save money, and we're gonna run through the different options of hubs, habitats, station within your ship, hull and shield, weaponries, and cargo. So, all right, let's dive into it. Right now. This is my current home ship. It does not have a lot of weaponry. It's enough to survive, but this one's more concentrated on the cargo section. So next up, this is my Frontier. This is the ship that you start out with, and I load up with a bunch of weapons, and it's almost unstoppable. Currently, we have 2 missiles right here, 2 ballistic cannon right here, and of course 3 laser. Okay. It's more than enough to take down all the pirates you see in the left galaxy of the section. Alright, so let's dive in and break it down to you. This ecliptic power. What we're gonna do is go to the shipbuilder. Alright, my first advice to you is I suggest you save the game first before attempting to build a new ship because it's so expensive. What I mean by that is let's start with the engine and reactor, for example. These can go up to like 14,000, 32,000, and it will eat through your credit like nothing. I mean, you have to make your mind before you make this decision because what happened was, let's say you start out with this engine, right, for 32,000 credits, and you decided, oh shoot, all that build that you finished and accepted the purchase, then you came back and make modification to it, you can only sell back this reactor for 1/10 of the price. We're talking about $3,000 back when you try to sell it. See, watch, for example, I had the same engine right here. See that right here? I'll take it out for you. This value at $24,000, okay? But look up here, if I delete it, okay, it only gave me back $3,000. That's so messed up. It's so messed up. Oh yeah, because I'm on PC, I can just press Control Z and it'll just bring me back that engine. And that's why I want you to make that decision. Save your game first, especially if you don't like the way it lays out your ship and you accidentally finish and purchase the part and you want to refund it. Yeah, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. Yeah, so my advice to you is save the game. Yeah, and redo that. Because trust me, I've done that twice and I've lost over 50,000 credit and I was regret it so much. Yeah, okay, so moving on to habit. These are called hab. Go on to the build section. These are called habitats, whatever you want to go short for it. So, oops, I had to highlight it. So, okay, so what you want to do is they sell all kind of habs from 3x2, 2x1, 2x1, 1x1. They all have it. So what you want to do is in here underneath each of these hab, there are these tiny little tab that you can actually go through it. Especially this one, the 2x1, has the most option available to you. And let me explain to you. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, but here, let me sell that and get back to it. All right, so from here, what you see on your left is the hull. Hull means your ship HP, and then the passenger slot is how much you can haul. Okay, so if you press the right key, right underneath says next variety, previous variety, you can go to passenger slot. Up here it tells you all in one berth. So here this one includes a bed, 1 computer, some other cosmetic stuff in there. There's other YouTuber on website that you can actually go through and they'll have a run through of every apps available to you. On this video I just want you to understand and try to save money. So for this one, if you are planning to transport, let's say workers and crew member, but you don't have enough crew station to accommodate them, this is what you want to have. So all in one berth is good. I usually have one in my ship. because I just want to have passenger. Oh, and especially if you are doing mission with Sam Cole, he brings along his daughter, and that takes up a passenger slot. Just FYI, because I had a mission when I took Sam on a trip, and then his daughter came along, and it took up one of the passenger slot. And then one of the mission was to transport 4 miner to another solar system, and I didn't have enough room for it. So that's another thing, food for thought for you to consider. Alright, next up, let's go find ourselves a crew station. Okay, so the all-in-one passenger on the right, let's say we're here, it says passenger slot, right? What you want to do is, if you want more crew on your ship, what you want to do is you want to find a hab that actually have the crew station. This one has 1, right? And then this one is a control station that can have 4. I have this. Every ship I have to have this module, because you can have more crew in your ship. So for your cockpit in itself already come with 2, okay, 2. And if you build this, you have 6, but you don't fully utilize everything. Current ship right now I have is 4 crew, even though my cockpit and my crew station total up to be 6, but I can only use 4. Okay, the reason why is in order for the crew station to be active, you need to have stuff in it that require your crew to operate it. So for example, your engine here has 1 crew capacity. Okay, each of these weapons has half a crew capacity. So if you have 2 weapons, that means 1 crew member can operate it. So that's why this ship require 4 crews to maximize its potential. So that's just FYI. Even though I can have up to 6, I need 4 to maximize this spaceship. So that's food for that for you to remember. I have another video coming up where you can find your companions, and not only companion, but you can actually hire like low rated 1-star like laser engineering, astrodynamic engineering, shield engineering, all that stuff for you to recruit if you don't have enough crew member at the beginning to get your spaceship started. So this build is based on speed and cargo. I have a lot of cargo because I'm a loot whore. Oh my god. So that's why I'm going for this route, even though it's not a lot of weaponry. So you can have other option too. You can build yourself a giant behemoth if you want to. So the rest of the hab that I'm going to talk about is just anything that is just straight up hull like that. It says Nova Galactic Captain's Quarter. That's for your bed and whatever you want to put in there to customize. It's just cosmetic. It has no benefit whatsoever to your ship besides adding 5 HP to your ship, and it's useless. And you're talking about adding, let's say you add like 10 of these and the value of 1,350 credits at an 8 mass. So it's not worth it, guys. Even if you add a bunch of hub just to make it cool, like this armory, at least this armory has 2 passenger slot in there. And another thing that you could consider not getting is the infirmary. Okay, I don't know, I saved so much money on buying this and then customize it, and then finally found a doctor in Aquila City to fill the spot so that when I do have a fracture, frostbite, hypothermia, any of those pain related fracture or injury, I was able to I was hoping that I can talk to the doctor and they cure me in my ship during my exploration, but no, it's not. So don't, this is just cosmetic. I mean, besides the fact that you can go in there and it comes with a pharmaceutical bench that you can actually make stuff and research, but it's useless because you can just pick up all this shit while you're traveling. You just carry yourself. Save you the headache and money to try to fit this infirmary in there. Living quarter is okay. Science lab is okay. You don't need this. So most of my functioning stuff just doesn't make sense at all. I just throw them all. I only have 3. Okay. So the infirmary, which I'm gonna get rid of, the control station, which requires the cruise station, is very important. This is a must-have in every spaceship that you have, and of course the armory, which I put all my weapons in there. So that's all functioning. The rest is just passenger hall that I have, and engine bays and stuff like that. So here's the thing. Let's work it out. Let's attach the hull. All right. So here's another thing. When you're building your ship on the habitat, what you want to understand is that when you add a hab, you can attach it here, and you can attach another hab on top. So here's a problem with this thing. Okay, I don't like stacking. You can go as high as you can. I had 5 stair before, and it was so freaking annoying. Sometimes it's buggy, so because I've already put in about 100 hours on this game, so sometimes there's certain bugs that is within the building system. So let's say, for example, you have 5, or let's go for 4 stack right now. Let's consider stack. So you get in the ship, you get in, you crawl up the space, entrance right here. That ladder will lead straight up all the way to the on the 4th floor. And let's say, for example, you land on a planet that is like 2G, 2 gravity. If you accidentally step through that hole and fall down, you will break a leg. You will either fracture your leg, or you will break it, and you will need a one of those fracture gel that you need to apply on yourself, and you will affect your health. And literally, I've done it so many times. So now I'm just like, forget it. I'm not stacking this high anymore. Unless, of course, in the end game, I have no choices. But literally, I'm so over stacking stuff up. So another advice I give you is, what you want to do is, in order for you can't just put a weapon up on top here. See that? It doesn't work. Even though there's a slot right there. The secret tip of it is you want to go to structure, over here, and buy a that's odd. Sorry guys, this place doesn't seem to sell it. This gas station in Titan is very limited. Oh, and that's another thing. Whichever spaceport that you are in, they only sell certain things, so you have to be careful. So it's called the equipment plate. So in order for you to put your weapon in there, anything relating to weapon, you need to have one of that for it to be able to adjust. See that? Otherwise, on the side, you buy yourself a horizontal weapon mount. So you can mount your weapon on the side. And you can actually mount 2 of them in there too. It's really cool. Get rid of this. Get that for you. There we go. There. You can stack this up like no tomorrow. Alright, just FYI, if you're having trouble attaching your weapon to your hab, that's the easiest way for you to find it. You can buy this from New Atlantis. Definitely Aquila City will definitely sell one. I bought a bunch of them there. So, alright, moving on. Oh, did I mention the engine? So if you want more HP in your ship, your engine is the most important things available to you. All right, so moving on, we're going to talk about the total ship HP. They call it the hull, which is ship HP, and the shield. So adding all these habs and cargoes and stuff, only adds about 5 HP for each of these, and it's not worth it, guys. If you're gonna go be out there being a pirate or attacking or fighting, all this stuff, you need to have as much HP as you can and as much shield as you can. So you want to invest into a strong reactor, okay? Try to save as much money you can on a reactor, and try not to upgrade them or buy them as you move along, because they're so expensive, and when you replace one, the old one, you can only sell back for 1/10 of the price. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. So save as much money you can. So when you build a ship, start with a strong engine. So let's, for example, power generated. Power generated is how much you have in your ship, okay? For example, like this one, okay? You can all locate it into each of these categories between weapon 1, weapon 2, weapon 3, engine power, shield, grav drive. Yeah. So let's say, for example, you need to do a lot loop on galaxy traveling. You want to allocate that energy into grav drive, but since you only have 20, this one only comes with 18. Even though it's rate C, come with 18, but the repair rate is really fast. It has a really strong hull power, and it requires 3 crew members to operate. So this is a mid-game tier reactor engine, so I'm just telling you the example, okay? So let's say, for example, you want to have more power. Adding more engine power to a certain weapon don't actually increases its power. It only increases its regenerative ammo. Every one of these 1, 2, 3 weapon, whatever you have, let's say laser, a ballistic cannon, or missile, it only tells you how fast it can reload for the next encounter. Let's say I use up 100 rounds of laser, and it will take me, let's say if I allocate all 10 of that into here, that's like almost 100% of reload. So it would take only like, let's say, 3 or 5 seconds to reload the laser weapon. But if you only have 2 engine available in there, it will take you maybe 10 seconds to reload your laser. So I haven't been able to break down the exact timing of the reload yet, so bear with me. I'm just breaking down the basic thing for you. So, but if you want to, let's say, reduce all the power here and add all to your engine, you will be flying really fast along to having a dogfight, and you're gonna have a headache because it's really fast to be able to utilize all of the engine in there, and I literally max it out. So most importantly is your engine, okay, your hull, okay. Whenever you do, buy a reactor first. All right, next up, shield. What you want is the shield. Mine's a little fat piglet bank saving right here. It's not much, okay, but it does provide a shield max health of 520. It's not the best. I've seen 1,600, but it costs way too much. It's like we're talking about like $100,000 credit. Sorry. Oh god, so much shit. Where is it? Did I pass it? I'm so sorry, guys. This place does not sell shield for some reason. Yeah, alright, sorry. This place doesn't sell shield. Weird. Alright, so let's talk about the hat. Alright, on your left is you have the shield health and the regenerative rate of 10%. So you can actually, let's say you allocate 5 max out on your energy into it at 6 bar, you only getting 10% regen per second, okay? So if you reduce down to, let's say, 1 bar, you are only getting 2% regenerative shield per second. So that's just FYI if you are planning to have a dogfight and you need to at least dodge while you reload, and hopefully your shield will come back up. So the shield is very important. I think it's much more important than the hull, because the shield can regenerate without you noticing it. So during a dogfight, I was fighting like 6-7 pirates at a time, and I literally lost track of myself. Almost died because I forgot to heal the hull. There is an option for you to heal the hull, but it's all based on your repair rate of 1.5. So just keep an eye out that the shield is the most important thing that you can have, okay? And it takes half a crew to use it. So just FYI. My engine only require 1 crew capacity, so this one's made for more like a solo or 1 or 2 crew capacity pilot. So yep, just FYI. Alright, let's move on to weaponry. I think this place sells a weapon, hopefully. Oh, look at that. This one actually sells the biggest cockpit you can buy. And they have nothing else but this. This is amazing. See, this giant piece of cockpit is literally 4 times the size of my regular one. Can you believe that? And it only provide, look at that, look at the side comparison. It only provides 5 HP. That's retarded. But whatever. I'm just letting you know so you don't spend ridiculous amount of money on a giant cockpit that does not benefit you whatsoever. So unless you have a lot of money to spare and just throw it around, but 17,000 is a lot compared to what I can just buy for 7,450. So yeah, just FYI. Let's just throw it in there. All right. Next up, let's go weaponry. All right. So this Starfield is divided into 4 categories of weapon. Okay. The first one is cannon. They call it ballistic weapon. See this little weapon right here? Yeah, they call it ballistic weapon. Okay, these, if you look to the left, it says fire rate, range, and very importantly for the range is 880 meters. Okay, so you can fire your ship whenever you want. You can manually aim it, and it will continuously to fly the same direction because it's 0G. But in order for you to actually try to hit something, you need to be within 880 meter. I would start firing when it hit like 750 to be sure to hit. So the fire rate and the hull damage. So you notice the hull damage and the shield damage, okay? See the hull damage and the shield damage. What does that mean, okay? Ballistic weapons are terrible. What you want to do is save it until the enemy shield is down, because what happens is if you shoot at it, the shield will absorb more than half. This is literally you're only doing like 1/3 of the damage of what you can ditch out. Okay, so what you want to do is when you get into a dogfight, you want to rely on the laser weapon first. So for example, this laser weapon right here I'm talking about. Oh my lord, what is going on? Sorry guys, technical difficulty. Oh lord. Why does it do that? I'm so sorry guys, I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, let's go back to the laser. Alright, so for example, this laser right here can do 12 shield damage but only do 4 on the hull damage. So once you take out the enemy shield, you can start lighting them up with ballistic weapon, and that's what you need to do. Laser first, then ballistic after. Missile, third weapon type is missile. You need to have within 4,000 range to be able to hit it. It will damage the hull and shield, but the reason why I don't recommend a lot of missile because it takes a long time to reload, but it's okay. On my first ship I load up like 4 missile. I realized it was such a slow drag to take down the enemy, but it's so powerful. So powerful. So always have a missile on handy. And of course, the next available thing you can buy is called the particle beam, which this place doesn't have it. No, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't have it. I'm so sorry, guys. But the particle beam is it's a hybrid love child between the ballistic and the laser. It will damage both the hull and the shield at the same time. So if you can find a space station that actually sells it, I recommend you switching your beginning laser and ballistic into a particle beam weapon, because I have to tell you, it's a game changer if you can find it. So yeah, and then once you able to do like a ship design at a higher level of Starship design rank 1, you can actually put Alpha Target. Oh, here, this is actually a good example of particle weapon. See what I mean? It says hull and shield damage at the same time. That's what you need to get once you do it, okay? So again, the more weapon you have on your ship, the more crew you need to operate. That's why this ship capacity is 6 crew member. But if you add more weapon, let's say I have like 20 of these, you don't have enough crew to operate it. So that's just FYI, error will pop up. You don't have the weapon types, maximum weapon count, all that stuff. So that's that's another error. Limitation of what the Starship will allow you to build. So yeah, all right. So moving on to the cargo. Take apart. Oh yeah, and every so often when you do have over a mass of 1,000, it requires you to have more landing gear. These are my landing gear. I love these hidden one. I found it somewhere in the spaceport. So this hidden one called Aqua Landing 11 landing gear. Okay, you depends on how heavy you are, you need more. So for every 200 mass, you need 1 landing gear. Okay, just FYI, because I'm over 1200, I have 6 landing gear. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that? Every 200 mass, you need 1. Okay, just FYI for you to build and space them out if you want to look cosmetically. But actually, I just punch it all in together because I'm a tight cargo fighter. That's what I want to be. Alright, so cargo. You can buy shielded cargo. I'll show you where. Okay, yeah, anyways. Exit modification. Alright, so these are just regular cargo. But you can buy shielded cargo in this system called Purima 3, I believe. Purima. Right here, all the way this way. There you go, the Purima 3. Okay, this right here. You go to Red Miles. Okay. Once you get to Red Mile, I'll just go there real quick. Okay, so shielded cargo are for those of you who want to smuggle contraband and sells it within a legitimate city that you don't want to. Oh, what? Okay, I thought they were closed for business. Once you get in here, it's a giant casino. So once you get in here, go behind this ship service right here. Talk to this fat dude. He's super cool when you get to know him.
That's what I'm here for.
His life is a downer right now. So, alright, on to the big stuff. Cargoes. So my advice to you is, in order for you to level up your shipbuilding skill, you need to build a lot of these unique cosmetic weapons, whatever you want to put in your ship, but it has to be a ship design building. So the cheapest part that you can buy There we go. Cargo. The cheapest one you can buy to increases your skill is the cargo bay, and the reason why it says Starship Design Rank 1. Once you put that in, first level, for you to level up, you need to put 5 unique Starship design. Once you put 5 of these, you get up to the next level, which is 15 ship design, and that's 15 cargo, and that's what I'm doing right now, is to level up that. You need to get to Starship Design Rank 4 for you to be able to utilize the most powerful engine available to you. So for example, if I go all the way down here, it says right here, see that? Starship Design Rank 4, yeah! Power generated 28 reactor. Well, this one's for light frigate, so not that good. So that's what I mean. Like, you need to have to be able to increase your level. So the cheapest way for you is through cargo building, and it's the best way for you to load up on stuff on cargo. So back to the cargo. But if you want to be a smuggler, what you want to do is you buy what it called a shielded cargo. Okay, the only problem is with this is it costs a lot. It's about 5 times more than just a regular cargo, and not only that, you actually carry less than what a regular one will be. So this one is a regular cargo. You can level up your thing. It's only weight 84 mass, and it can carry almost 400 cargo. But if you upgrade that, you reduce the amount of cargo that you can carry, okay, and it costs way more. So it's up to you whether or not you want to do the smuggling, but I don't think it's worth it, because most of the time I'll just take that contraband, fly to the den, and just sell it. I have another video to show you guys how to do that later if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, cargo, so cool. You can add anywhere you want. You can add as many as you want, small side, big side. I'm a frigate, so you can go this, do a Z, flip it upside down. There's an underbelly that you can put underneath your ship. You want to look cool and you don't want to show off where you want to see that, just like that. It's really cool. And then if you want to add a weapon to it, or whatever cosmetic you want to link to it, up to you. But I think most of the time these cosmetic are worthless. Mine is function over form. To me, these structure means nothing. Like these bumper right here, I don't know why you need bumper. It looks cool, you know, these bumpers. It's cosmetic. It means nothing right now, but maybe later on when I actually have extra money, I can add a bunch of these on, because I just stole a frigate that has a bunch of cosmetic, and I want to strip this apart, but it's kind of wasteful. It kind of look cool. See these bumpers, cranes. I don't need cranes. Fake little looking gas containers, and these little bar. And the worst thing is this behemoth, it's only carrying less than what I have on my other smaller ship. It's ridiculous. Look at this. This is my main ship. It carries 2,630 cargo, okay? And then this gigantic trucker only carrying 1,000. You know why? They only have 2 cargo. This one and this one. And each of them are 500 each. And it costs a lot. So it's up to you to customize whatever you want to be. So this is the basic of it. Alright. Have fun out there and enjoy. I just break down to you as simple as I can. So enjoy customizing your ship. This is my other fighter. You can customize whatever you want. I put 2 little balls in the back. Alright guys, enjoy, have fun. If you have any question, comment below, and I'll try to answer as much as I can. If you need help building a ship, just hit me up. I'll help you out. Thanks, guys. Please subscribe for more.